Hi there, I have a lovely hummingbird card to share with you today, and I've got a couple of the dies, the Millie and the Lesley, that we'll be showing some fun things you can do with them too. I will bring in the dies just to share with you. I have the Just For You. This is one of our mini expressions. Here is the Triple Layering Collection, the Hummingbird. This is the Lesley die, and it's got a beautiful center with an outer edge, which we'll be using for today's video. Here's Millie, and this will be the center of the card. And we're going to be showing frames with the double stitch circles from our Noble collection. Okay. So what I'm going to do first is I've gone ahead and cut this part of the Lesley die, so it's been done as a background. Okay, and I've just cut it into some milk card, and it has no outside cutting edge, so you can leave whatever size border you want on that. But what I want to do is turn this into corners for a larger piece of card. So I'm going to bring it in and just center it up on a little paper cutter here. Let me just get that straight. There we go. And cut this side. Line that up and get it, oops, don't move, straight there. And we're going to do this one too. And I'm just using that very center little oval in the middle of the edge there, cutting that. Okay, pop that to the side. And I've got a piece of milk card, and we're going to just do a little bit of gluing on the back here. And I think what I'll do is just quickly spray all of these. Give it a second. And this last little guy. There we go. So now I'm going to just line them up in the corners here of this larger piece of milk card. So it'll be a tone on tone, which is something I absolutely love. Line it up just right along the edge there. Give it a good push. Pop that one down. There we go. And on the original, I've put some pretty pearls in these corners. Kind of looks it's a flower, but I have to admit, it looks a little like a pineapple. It's kind of cute. Okay, so that will give me my base. So now what I want to do is bring in the Millie. Now, Millie has been done in a couple different sections like I like. So I've used the decorative piece without the cutting edge for this, and I've cut it into the card, okay? And same again on the milk card. We're using the Bluebell card as the backing, so I'm going to give a quick spray on this. Oop. That. And pop my blue. Oops, let's try that. I think it's a little bit big. Oh, it sure is. I'm going to have to do some trimming here. Just keep that out too, but I'll trim it all at the end. You can do it all together because it's just going to show behind the circles. So I have made a multi-layered frame here. Some milk on the bottom with the Bluebell on the top. Okay, I've used a little bit of mounting foam on the back, and because it's a circle, you have to cut it in little sections. So let me peel these off. Oop. Quite a bit of these. I want to make sure it doesn't have any saggy spots, so I've put the mounting foam all the way around it. Takes a little bit longer, but I think it's worth the effort. There we go. Got them now. So now what I want to do is make sure that's good and adhered. I'm going to pop this right over the top of it, and we'll trim away the extra bit. Give it a good push on there. And I'm just going to sort of lean over it and center it. There we go. Okay. And bring my scissors in. And now at an angle, I'm going to go ahead and trim around the extra bits on these corners. Take them off. There we go, perfect. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of mounting foam to the back here. Let's do one here and one here. one here. I'm going to bring this back in and center it right in the middle. Oops, get off of there. There we go. And I love having the little tulip sort of look at the top and the bottom, so I'm going to pop that right in the middle, like so. Just see if I can get it centered side to side. That looks pretty good. We are going to bring over our backing, and I've used the same, it's sky blue and bluebell that I've used on these with the milk card. Such a pretty combination. Pop that down like that. Okay, so now we're going to work on our hummingbird. Let me tidy up all my little messy bits. Okay, so I've gone ahead and cut the larger top piece, not larger but more open top piece of the hummingbird into the bluebell card, and I've done the second piece into the Arctic blue. So you can see there's not as much there, so we're going to give this a bit of spray on the back. Get a hold of that. There we go, that should do it. And we're going to center that right over this one. And you can see they're kind of not cut at the same angle. It doesn't actually matter. So what I'm going to do is center up, say the, what do I call that? Not the beak. I guess that's the best word for it. And then kind of work around to the tail feathers here. There we go. Give it a good press. And because I've used the spray glue, I'm going to just nip away this extra bit so it doesn't stick to my cutting plate. I'm going to bring in the outer cut edge, pop that over the top, a couple pieces of tape, and we're just going to line that up so that it's even all the way around. Put one over that part, and I'll catch the tail right here. I'm going to bring this into our cutting machine. Quick pass through. It'll easily cut through the two pieces of card, and carefully pop that out. Gentle with that tape, and then don't forget, untape your outside die. It's so easy to throw these away. A little tip, if you're like me, before I take the rubbish out in the room, in my craft room, I always make sure all my dies are put away, because I have on occasion thrown those dies away. So it does save a lot of heartache later. So now I've got the two pieces here, and I've used the, this is actually kind of a taupe color as the background. I'm going to give this a little bit of spray glue, I think, just to be quick. And I'm going to pop that backing piece on, so I'll have my really pretty third color. There we go. Line it up. My fingers are sticky. There we go. Give that a second. Okay. I'm going to pop this over onto the edge, and I'll just use a little piece of mount. Oh, that's too big. Let's cut that one in half. We'll use a little bit of mounting foam there. And I'm going to have that one kind of coming out a little bit into the center. About like that, not too far. Now, I've done the Just For You die out of the bluebell. And what I want to do is I want to cut this up because it's too large to mount in the center, but I'm going to use it stacked on top of each other. So we'll very carefully bring in our scissors, do a little bit of surgery here. I'm going to cut the just away. There's two little nips here. Just be very careful. Go slow. Let's see. Like that. And the tail. Okay. And the for and you. So we're going to nip these two apart right here and right here. And then I go back in and clean up any little pieces that are not quite as pretty and rounded. There we go, very easily done. And you can also use just a light piece of sandpaper if you want. That works well too. And I think I had a spot on the bottom of this swirl from the J. Just a nice little, yes. And just again on the other side of that swirl, there's just a little bit of a hard edge. There we go. Perfect, love it. Okay, so now tweezers. We want to borrow these, and we're going to use a little bit of glue. Oop, don't do that. A little bit of glue on the back of these. I'm going to give that a second. I'll spray them all. They'll get nice and tacky. And this little 4. I love the fact that they're in different fonts. It really does make it quite interesting too. Okay, so we'll leave that one in there. I want to get this just up here right in the center of the top. And I find it's easiest to do this with a little bit of a pokey tool, and you can kind of move it around. All right, put that down, and then we're going to pop this 4 right in the center. There we go. How easy was that? You can easily make that sentiment fit to whatever space you need. I think that's just a lovely card. I think anybody would love to receive a card like this too. Hope you enjoyed it. We have our YouTube channel. I also have my new Instagram account, so you can look at all my cards en masse, and that is Sue Wilson Crafter, all one word.